Hello dear subscribers, welcome back to the channel, and this is revision lecture 2 of chapter 9, Forces and Laws of Motion. I'm Nidhi Bhandari. Let's get started. So today we are going to learn about Newton's first law of motion with the help of mind map. Let's see what is Newton's first law of motion. So we know that we can define Newton's first law of motion as that if the object is at rest, it would remain at rest. If it is in motion, it will continue to remain in motion until an external force act upon it. So this is the statement that an object continue to remain at rest or in the state of uniform motion unless and until an external force act upon it to change its state. This is very important, external unbalanced force. See, a law you have to write in whatever words it's given in the textbook or I've given to you so that there is no mark detection basis on this. Let's see what does this mean. See, this means that if the object is moving, it will keep to move like a football on the ground. It will continue to move and move and move and move. If the object is at rest, it would stay at rest like a notebook which is kept on a table. It would be at rest only. But kab tak, unless it is acted upon by an outside force. That means the moment some outside force acts on the object, there is going to be change in the state. So if I apply the force on the textbook, lift it up, then its state changes. If I stop the football, then its state changes. Right? So that means I am applying some outside force. So जब तक ये outside force नहीं होगा, object will continue to do whatever it is doing. Fine. Now, this is also called as law of inertia. Newton's first law is also called as law of inertia. Okay, let's see what is inertia. Inertia basically is the resistance. Resistance of what? Of the body. For what? For any change in its state. So we can also define it as the tendency of an undisturbed object to remain in its state. That means if a body rest पे है, that would want to remain at rest. If the body is in motion, that would want to keep moving. So that tendency is inertia. And right now we have seen that is what is first law of motion. Therefore, first law of motion can be related to inertia. Body will oppose its change. Alright. So that is inertia. So Newton's first law is also called as inertia. There are three types of inertia that we have to study. Inertia of rest, inertia of motion and inertia of direction. See, inertia मतलब कि body oppose करेगा. तो किसको? Of rest मतलब rest को. That means body rest पे है. So inertia of rest means the body is at rest. It will want to remain in its state, that is state of rest. It would oppose any change in its state of rest. Inertia of motion means body would want to remain in the state of motion. It would oppose any change in its state of motion. Inertia of direction means that the body want to remain in the same direction. It was oppose any change in its direction. These are the three types of inertia. Inertia means the natural tendency of an undisturbed object to remain in its state. Or you can also define it as the resistance offered by the body to change in its state. Now, there were some applications which we have seen which are based on inertia of rest, which was that as soon as you shake a tree, then the leaves fall down. Why? Because when you shake the tree, the branch comes in motion, leaves remain at rest due to inertia of rest, and they fall down. Second was that the dust detached from the carpet. So the moment you hit the carpet with a stick, then the carpet would comes in motion. Why? Because stick is touching the carpet. So stick is in motion, carpet would also come in motion. But the dust particle will tend to remain in the state of rest due to inertia of rest, hence they get detached from the carpet. Now this one I've taught you very nicely that if this bus suddenly starts, then the passenger falls backward. Why? Because initially when the bus was at rest, you were also at rest. But the moment bus starts to move, our lower part of the body, which is in contact with the bus, also comes in motion. But the upper part tend to remain in the state of rest due to inertia of rest, so नीचे वाला part moving, ऊपर वाला rest पे है, रुक गया. So whoever doesn't study, जो भी रुक जाएगा, पीछे रह जाएगा, therefore the upper part falls backwards. Right? This is due to inertia of rest. So whenever they ask you any application based question, you have to mention the reason, which law or which inertia or first, second, third law, whatever. Now inertia of motion ka first example, if the bus stop, then we fall forward. So initially the bus was moving, right? Bus was moving, that means the lower part of our body, which is in contact with the bus, was also in motion. But the moment bus stopped, that means the lower part of our body comes at rest, but the upper part tend to remain in the state of motion due to inertia of motion. Since the upper part tend to keep moving, आगे बढ़ते रहोगे, that means अगर पढ़ते रहोगे, so you will come first, right? Or you'll score good. So that means you're moving forward in life. So if the upper part is in motion, it would come forward, right? That if a person falls from a moving bus, then what would happen? Again, it will fall forward because the lower part of the body will come to rest as soon as it touches the ground after falling from a bus, but the upper part will still continue to remain in motion due to inertia of motion. So the boy will fall forward if he's planned to jump out of the bus. We should not do this. Then inertia of direction. Suddenly if bus take a sharp turn, then first you are moving in a straight line motion. Now if the bus take the sharp turn, again the lower part of the body comes in that direction, but the upper part of the body continue to remain in the previous direction. So therefore it will fall outward in that particular direction the bus is taking the turn. Okay, so this were the three types of inertia. Inertia of rest, motion, direction. Inertia का मतलब होता है जब तक एक्सटर्नल फोर्स नहीं लगेगा, बॉडी जिस स्टेट में उसी में रहेगी. बॉडी अपोज करती है चेंज इन स्टेट. ठीक है. Now, this is very important that inertia is measured by the mass of an object. What does this mean? That a body, if it is having small mass, then the inertia would be less. If the body is huge mass body, if it is heavy, inertia would be more. Like if there is a box which is empty, you have to move it. It would be easy for you to move it. But if there is a box which is fully loaded with books, it would be difficult for you to move it, right? That means if the box is having a greater mass when it is fully loaded with books, it would want to remain in that state. It was opposing. You'll have to apply more force to change its state. Whereas the body which was having less mass, उसको इतना हमें opposing नहीं था, तो हमें इतना force नहीं लगाना पड़ रहा था. So therefore, less the mass, less the inertia. More the mass, more is the inertia. I hope inertia concept is really very clear to you people. This is just that I've given to you. I hope the lecture was nice to you and you understood everything. So if you like the video, please subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Keep learning. Bye bye.